Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So this is Act 6, and this is quest number 4. And you can see the team that I went in here with. This chapter has the Crossbones boss. He is the worst boss of Act 6, in my opinion. Now, I suggest you guys go to this left path for your first initial completion, because this path will turn off the Bane from the boss. He is already a pain. You don't want to deal with him with Bane for your initial clear. Alright, so look at each of the buffs for your fights on this path. Scout it out so that you're prepared and bring in a team that can handle each of the fights you're going to have to deal with. Mostly high damage champions will do just fine. Now, a word about the global node, which is power struggle. You will not gain any power normally. Okay, so you see here I'm hitting and I'm not gaining any power, but he's gaining power. Alright, so watch this. Once he gets 1 bar, I have 1 bar. He used his bar, you know, his special, and all my power went. That is the global. Okay, so if you're going to use your special, you have to use it before he uses his, or else you won't be using your special. So that's what power struggle is. You only gain a bar of power when they gain a bar of power, and whoever uses their special first, that's who gets the special off. Now, if I had pushed him to his special 2 before he fired off his special 2 or special 1, I could have fired off my special 2. Alright, so that's how that works. Other than that, the fights are pretty straightforward. Like I said, you want to look at each of the nodes because they're not the same. Alright, so this one you have heal block and you have stun immunity. Alright, you also have masochism. I hate the masochism node, but that's what you're going to have to deal with here. Now, normally when I'm fighting Falcon, I like to bring in Starkey because of Falcon's special 1. Starkey can build up poise charges, auto-evading his special 1. So, love using him for that. Alright, but other than that, I pretty much tried to out-damage the masochism heal. It's on cooldown, so you can basically use up the debuff. It'll eat it. Right there, it ate it. And with Starkey, a taunt counts, so it'll eat the taunt, heal him up. But if you're doing a lot of damage, it's not going to matter for him. You'll do more damage than he can get back in that regen there. Now here I played it really close. I almost pushed him to his special 3. In fact, I thought I had pushed him to his special 3 and I was like, okay, well I guess that's it for that one. But we lucked out and he went down. So not too bad of a fight. If you know how to deal with masochism, you'll be fine. Bring someone with high DPS, like I said, someone who's not dependent on their specials a whole lot, or at least can do the special 1, because you can push him to his special 1 and immediately fire your special 1. Alright, so now we're facing our Sabretooth, and you saw his immunities. Now, normally I love to fight Sabretooth with Archangel, but I did not bring Archangel because I saw the nodes. So Captain America Infinity War is also a good option, because when you have a tech on your team, he can apply a Petrify, which reduces their healing by 25%. I'm also running Max Despair. The result is that I can stop and reverse his healing. Alright, so we're basically trying to get him set up here for reverse healing. So you see here I'm starting to parry a little bit more. Okay, so we try and get those petrifies on him, and then we want to push him, and you see he's taking damage now. He's not healing anymore. So now the more I can apply petrifies, the more damage. And yeah, I'm taking some hits, but thankfully Captain America Infinity War is very tanky. So it's all good. You see, I'm not losing a whole lot of health at all despite taking those shots. Alright, so now he's healing again. So now I need to parry again here. You see there? I applied 2 petrifies and that was enough because I also have Despair maxed out. And down he goes. I do love Captain America Infinity War. I still want Void, but in some ways Captain America, he is better. He's more reliable. You don't rely on RNG, you just have to land those parries. Alright, so we continue on the path all the way to the left. Don't take that fork in the road. And now we're dealing with Venom. So Venom is normally very aggressive anyway. And you see the boost that you're going to have to deal with. Not really anything too difficult. Alright? So even though I do not have Ghost Rider here, I decided to take Blade in anyway. Hadn't used him all this time. So I'm like, okay, well, we can bleed him. And that should make for an easier time. And you see here, I'm firing off that special one as soon as I can before he fires off his special one. And you see how I pushed him, he fired his special one, and boom, I got another special one. And so that's pretty much how you want to play that, you know, around that power struggle. See, I backed off there, and now I can do the combo and fire my special one. That's how you do it. So now I want to try to bait it out, either his special one or his special two. I prefer baiting the special one out if he'll throw it. There we go. And now I can push him again, special one, right into my own special one. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy once you get used to the fight. But otherwise, this particular Venom doesn't really have anything that makes him super difficult. If you're used to fighting Venom, this Venom won't give you any problems whatsoever. Bait those special ones out. Try to avoid the special two. I don't know what happened there. Just started getting punched in the face. It happens. And we just got a little bit left. And down he goes. So that's Venom down. So far, so good. We're going through this pretty easily. Now, the next fight up is She-Hulk. You know She-Hulk got a buff. So the longer the fight goes on, the more damage she is capable of doing. Now, she's immune to bleed. And you know she's already immune to poison. And she's got that vigor. So basically, you want to do a lot of damage. You want to try to burst damage her down, okay? And that's why I brought in my Starkey. So all that healing, not going to matter in the beginning. So I just want to build up his poise charges. She's already got me in the corner, so I had to fight my way out of it. I wanted to build all the way up to 10, but I could not get caught in that corner. All right, so here she's got that regen. Just look at that regen. That's a lot of regen, okay? But now I've got about 9 poise charges, and look at the damage I'm doing, though. So she's not really that difficult. If you have someone that does a lot of damage, that is a good option here. Also, if you have someone that can handle that regen. But high DPS or a heal block champion or a heal reversal champion should do okay there. But I chose to do high DPS and that worked. So next fight, Old Man Logan. Now Old Man Logan is not hard to fight. The only thing that usually catches me with him is his heavy. Now on this note, he's stun immune. That's annoying because I'm not the best at stun immune. I'm better than I was, but I'm still not comfortable with stun immune. So since I knew that I was going to be taking some blocked hits, because that's how I usually bait out heavies and things. I went in with Captain America Infinity War because I know he's very tanky. So that's what you see me doing here. Taking a lot of blocked hits, looking for my opening. You know, I baited out that heavy, so I was able to punish it. And if he does a full combo into my block, okay, I'll be able to punish that as well. Once I have some specials, I want to try to bait those specials out. And sometimes they're really, really stingy. But we got that out of him. Now, I tried to punish that, and it wouldn't move. I actually swiped forward, and he just stood there. So, whatever. Keep going. And remember, we still have to deal with the power struggle global node. So, I couldn't just wait and build up my build up to a special 2. Alright, so there we go, baited out that special 2 again. And now we want to push him to his special 1 in the combo and then go right into that one. Now I am running suicide, so you see I'm taking recoil damage each time. Now you may not want to run suicides. I like running suicides because it makes the fights go quicker, and I don't like long fights, and I don't mind healing up if I need to. But what I normally do is I'll go as far as I can without healing up just to see how far I can go. Alright, so unfortunately that is all the footage that I have. I am very upset about it. This is what happened when I hit the record button to stop. So up until this point I recorded everything, and then I stopped the recording and I saved it. Everything saved. My old man Logan fight saved. Then I started the recording up again, fought that Winter Soldier and the boss. And I hit record to stop, and this is what happened. And when this happens, your recording is lost. I hate the iOS recorder for this. And I don't know why. It did all this recording just fine, and then for the final boss, it does this. I'm gonna tell you guys, I had some tears of frustration. So you guys are gonna have to wait until I go back in here, and I will record it again, and I will post it up. So sorry, but you'll get to see me fight him with Bane, so it'll be even worse. But I will tell you how the fight went, because it wasn't pretty. So I went in there first with Iceman, and I saw how long that was going to take, because it was going to take a long time. And I told you I don't like long fights. So I quit out of that fight and went in with Corvus. I did one fight, I paused and quit just before that arc overload was to trigger. And I looked and I saw that I had taken down about 10% of his health. That let me know that if I did this 10 more times, I would get this Crossbones down pretty quickly with Corvus, and it would take me 10 revives. So I had 14 revives in my overflow. And I said, you know what, for this initial completion, this will work, and I'll worry about saving items later when I'm exploring it. So that is what I did. I went in with Corvus. I basically attacked 5-hit combos, did as much damage as I could, and when I saw the arc overload about to trigger, paused, quit, and did it again. In the end, I only used 8 revives. I had a couple of good runs where the computer wasn't being passive, and I was actually able to get some good damage in. So 8 revives, it was over very quickly, but others have had good luck with Iceman, but that is a long fight. One person told me it was almost 500 hits. And the other is an Omega Red. If you have an Omega Red ranked up, that is a perfect option for this Crossbones. Alright? So, sorry that I don't have the boss fight, but there's nothing I can do about it. I wanted to get this up to you so you could at least see the path that I chose, so that you can choose that path as well for your initial clear. And I will have that boss fight later on. I don't know when. I'm going to go through it again, but I might use Iceman and just deal with the long fight and the Bane. or I may pull an Omega Red and dupe him by that time. Who knows? But that's going to do it, guys. Click like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. And you guys have a blessed day.